pancakes, sure. Yeah, I guess we have enough space for pancakes.
Because I'm making pumpkin pancakes, and it comes with homemade cinnamon butter.
You made cinnamon butter.
This morning.
Wow, I bet the other people would love a table right now but can't have one because they're all taken.
For me, Rory Gilmore is the ultimate nostalgic early 2000s fall dream. Hours spent studying in the library, cozy movie nights, small town harvest festivals, and lots of reading. So this September, I'm living my autumnal Rory Gilmore dreams. Cable knit sweaters, notebooks, and lip gloss are what I consider my Rory Gilmore essentials for a fall morning spent with a good book. I cherish these early fall days when the air is crisp and the leaves are just starting to turn. Even though I'm no longer a student, that back-to-school feeling is still one of my favorites. September is like a clean slate, and it always feels like the start of a new year.
Oh my!
What's this?
It's the library.
Oh.
It's the biggest library I've ever seen.
Uh-oh, brace yourself.
And of course, I had to romanticize it by walking amongst Harvard's brick buildings and classical libraries. I grew up around Harvard, and it was always so funny to me how obsessed Rory is with it, because it was always just kind of there, but it really was the perfect setting for my fall reading.
I lie awake in the morning with a light upon her skin. Coffee cup before the day begins. Don't go, stay a while. We'll slow it all the way back down. Time is still and there's nowhere to be. Birds are talking outside. Getting space for the words we hold inside to come out. So stay a while, we'll slow it all the way back down. Stay a little longer, it's only getting warmer. Slow it down 'cause time can't wait. Hold on to this moment, watch the sunlight pouring. Keep it like a picture frame. So stay a while and don't go, 'cause we got time. We'll slow it all the way back down.
The point of this is to be spontaneous, to drive and land someplace we've never been and never expected to be.
Sounds risky.
Sounds exciting.
I decided to take a trip to New Milford, Connecticut, which is apparently one of the inspirations for Stars Hollow, and it really is a quintessential charming New England town set amongst the mountains, which I never think about Connecticut having. It has a large town green and lots of adorable shops, and almost every single one has a nod to Gilmore Girls and merch inspired by the show.
Million volumes? I've read like, what, 300 books in my entire life, and I'm already 16? Do you know how long it would take me to read 13 million books?
But honey, you don't have to read every one of them.
Of course, I had to include a visit to an independent bookshop, which had its very own Gilmore Girls section.
5. Read most of it. I don't know that I would take advice from any of the Gilmore Girls. Maybe Emily, honestly.
One day I want to start the Rory Gilmore reading challenge of reading all the books she herself has read, but I just don't want to read Moby Dick. So for now, I picked up one of the books on my fall reading list. This was the cutest grocery store I've ever been in, an independent family-owned business that had wallpaper. I don't know that I've ever been in a grocery store with wallpaper, and I can totally see why this inspired Dosie's Market. And in true Rory Gilmore Stars Hollow fashion, I had to spend some time reading in this adorable gazebo in the town green.
Yeah, but I didn't understand a word of it, so I had to reread it when I was 15.
I've yet to make it through it.
Really? Try. The Fountainhead is classic.
Yeah, but Ayn Rand is a political nut.
Yeah, but nobody could write a 40-page monologue.
In true Gilmore Girls fashion, I had my boyfriend pack me a picnic, although I did not make him bet on it, and I brought it out to this spot that is so lovely and reminds me so much of where Jess and Rory have their picnic when he wins her basket.
I am obsessed with this book. I think this might be like my new favorite book of all time. It is turning out to be the perfect early fall read, and there are just so many things that I love about it. This is like the book that I have been waiting to read for so long. I haven't been like this into a story in forever, and I just have that like giddy feeling when a book is so good. The premise is that two contemporary researchers are digging into this relationship between two Victorian poets, and it is so atmospheric and like English university academia coded, but it's also so witty and sarcastic and like scathing about that culture, but also totally indulgent of the aesthetics. They're like digging through old letters in velvet chairs by the fire and these like old English estates and these English university libraries, and they're like looking at Gothic cemeteries and like trying to interpret old gravestones. It's mysterious and Gothic and atmospheric, but also smart and witty and funny. But the writing is just so beautiful. The descriptions are just so beautiful. There's this passage that I'm obsessed with. The room smelled of the ghost of wine and a hint of cinnamon. He lay in his white and emerald nest under the shaded light of a heavy brass lamp, green above, creamy inside. There was an incapable sleeper somewhere in his mind, a sleeper bruised and tossing on heaped feather mattresses, the real princess suffering the muffled pee. Like, that is just such a genius way to say, like, he was having trouble sleeping. And, like, the ghost of wine and a hint of cinnamon, like, it's just so good. This is another one. I'm just freaking out about this book as he is like looking at his partner while she's researching in this beautiful old house in England, in the English countryside, and it's like winter and it's snowing and it's... The stained glass worked to defamiliarize her. It divided her into cold, brightly colored fires. One cheek moved in and out of a pool of grape violet as she worked. Her brow flowered green and gold. Rose red and berry red stained her pale neck and chin and mouth. Eyelids were purple shadowed. The green silk of her scarf glittered with turreted purple ridges. Dust danced in a shadowy halo round her shifting head, black motes and straw gold, invisible solid matter appearing like pinholes in a sheet of solid color. He spoke and she turned through a rainbow, her pale skin threading the various lights. Like, that's just remarkable descriptive writing. And then the like romance that they're trying to decipher in the letters. At one point he writes to his lover, "I come to know you. I shall feel my way into your thought as a hand into a glove, to steal your own metaphor and torture it cruelly. But if you wish, you may keep your gloves clean and scented and folded away. You may. Only write to me, write to me. I love to see the hop and skip and sudden starts of your ink." That is like the most romantic thing I think I've ever read in a book. I love to see the hop and skip and sudden starts of your ink. It's just such an interesting read. I've been keeping a dictionary of all the different words that I don't know in this book. There are so many words for things I didn't even realize had a name, like certain parts of a car, certain types of fabric, certain parts of like lighting fixtures and houses. A.S. Bryant is the author, clearly has like a thing for words, and I have not read a book in so long where I've needed to like look up a word every other page, but it's amazing. It's also really cool because they're digging through the archive of this person's life, and she has written all of the archives. There's like excerpts from autobiography, excerpts from letters, excerpts from diary entries, actual poems that they wrote, and then there's also these fairy tales mixed in as well, which are so cool. There's like so much to get into. I feel like I have to read this book like 17 times just to start to unpack it. It's such a rich text, and it makes me wish so bad that I was like in an English literature class. A large focus is on like the forgotten wife of this poet, and so there's this really interesting use of feminist theory to kind of understand her life and historical memory. I'm only on page 166 of like 560. So when I say this is my favorite book of all time, I haven't read most of it, so I'm maybe getting ahead of myself. So I can only speak to the first 8 chapters of this novel, but I'm obsessed with it. Anyway, that's my fall reading update for right now. Although this actually was on my summer reading list, but it worked out perfectly for my early September read because it's so fall. English University, delightful poetry. This is the first book I read this year that I've actually actively used the quote section of my reading journal, because I'm like, oh, I have to write that down. That's such genius. It's genius. Anyways, Possession, would recommend.
Got it. The worst film festival ever. Cool as Ice, Hudson Hawk, and Electric Boogaloo.
Sold.
I'll get the Hawk.
I'll get the Boogaloo.
I haven't been in a video rental store in so long, and I was so excited when I found this one. Browsing the DVDs was just so nostalgic, and I don't know, there's just something different about getting to pick out your movies in person and get excited about all the different ones you can watch.
Hello?
Strawberry pizza?
I'm not in there.
Get in here.
So I have some snacks that I would consider to be on the Gilmore Girls movie night snack essentials list. My grocery store didn't have red vine, so I just got some Twizzlers. Taste of wax, as always. I also got Twinkies. I've actually never had a Twinkie, so are they gonna be good or are they gonna be disgusting? Here we go. They're delicious. They taste like, well, delicious, I don't know. They taste like any kind of grocery store cupcake. I'm sold. Twinkies are good. And then I got Nutter Butters, which I'm sure I have had. Delicious, what can I say? I will say, eating all that together, it is insane that we're led to believe that they eat like that every day, because that is, it's rich. It's a rich diet. Time to get started on the movies.
This pizza is unbelievable.
Thank you. Why did you skin that sauce? I'm sorry, that's top secret.
How long is it since we've seen each other?
Oh, well, let's see. I spent 6 weeks in Reno, then Bermuda, about 4 months, I guess. Seems like yesterday to me. Ah, you're repeating yourself, Walter. That's the speech you made the night you proposed.
Yeah, no, you still remember it.
Of course, I remember it. If I didn't remember it, I wouldn't have divorced you.
His Girl Friday, a classic as ever. If you haven't seen it, delightful, delightful journalism film. Rosalind Russell is firing on all cylinders in this movie. Cary Grant. What I wouldn't do for Cary Grant. So that is my Rory Gilmore inspired fall. As you can see, this was heavily, heavily influenced by seasons 1 and 2 Rory. I am a seasons 1 and 2 Rory truther. I do not engage with seasons 3 through 7 Rory. Not because I don't get where she's coming from. It's a little too close. It's a little too personal for me, so I don't go there. Come on. As always, thank you so much for watching, and happy Gilmore Girls season to those who celebrate.